always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. We'll get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback making checks. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in offense?
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Young. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's talk about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
At midfield, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker. You're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. This offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
It's caught. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Young. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. That's reeled in. It's Adams. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. Running through contact. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And then look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
So now it's 2nd and long. A designed run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On target to the left. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On the move. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
Job by this defense early in the game. You want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Catch in stride inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
That's exactly